Hey guys, this is Peck. I just wanted to do a quick rundown of how I used math stations using the math workshop model a couple of years ago. This really worked well for me, and I kind of plan to do the same thing for reading. It's just how I wrapped my brain around it with my PLC, and some of the classroom management ideas you may do differently. So we all are going to do what works for us. But these are the documents that I used throughout the week, and how I used it in my classroom. So, of course, we started with lesson plans, and each day we did a warm up. And this was our number sense routine or a review problem. Then we moved into our mini lesson, and on the first day when we're introducing a new skill, we spend more time on the mini lesson, a lot more practice, more questioning, and then we actually gave the students time to take some notes in their journal and then do some practice on whiteboards. We then finished class with an exit ticket, and this exit ticket is how we would place the students in their groups. And I actually had the kids do the exit ticket each day until they found and fixed all of their mistakes. So at the end of each class period, I would pass the exit tickets back out to those that still needed to make corrections. And this, I really felt like the students benefited from this. They were more successful with each skill because they were the ones finding their mistakes and correcting them as they learned throughout the week. So then the first day for stations, our mini lesson would be just that, a mini lesson. 10 to 15 minutes to review the skill that they're practicing, ask questions, and then even during this time, I would actually go over the stations for the week. And so this is how we organized it in our lesson plans. So you'll notice we had group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. And it spells math. So it's M, meet with the teacher. We had a few things to do. Then A, at your seat. T, technology. You'll notice we had some must-dos, and we had may-dos. And H, hands-on, and we gave them multiple games and activities to choose from. So we went through and plugged in all of the activities, and you'll notice that each day, so group 1 would be M, then A, then T, then H. So each day they're doing one station, but at that station there are multiple activities. And if it's something that if we want them to do first, it's a must do, and then they have a may do. So, we had graded assignments, and then we had sort of early finisher assignments because we know they're going to be in these stations for, anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. So they needed to have multiple activities to work on, and meeting with one group each day, meet the teacher. You'll see my group changes. That just works best for me, and it seems to flow better. I can organize it better. And the kids have more time to really dig deeper in their groups and really work on the activities that are at that station. So next is the exit ticket, and this is just an example of what we did that week with multiplying, just 2 quick problems. And like I said, each day I would give it back to those students that needed to make corrections, and they would continue to learn from their mistakes. So the students, the first thing that they would see was this list, and it has the group number and it has who's in that group, and the group stayed the same all week. The only thing that changed was the number And actually, no, their numbers stayed the same. Sorry. The only thing that changed was their seating. So, group one, they were always at the stools or on the carpet. This was sort of my small group area. And then the other groups, their seating would change as well, depending on what activity they were doing that day. So this would be the first thing they would see, and they were responsible for figuring out who was in their group and what their seating was. So after the first day, they already knew who they were going to be working with and who was in their group. However, the seating changed, and they were responsible for figuring that out. Sorry, my phone is ringing, but I will call them back. So each day, hold on. I'm making a screencast video. Can I call you right back? Okay, thanks. Bye. So each day, you'll see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. This is what the students would see as they were working. So this would be presented on the smart board while they were in their stations. And so you'll see here 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's their group number. And so each day that would change. So they had to look for their group number. And I know this is starting to sound like a lot, but once you've done it a couple of times, the kids know exactly what to do. And there were a few things that I had to go over, every day, such as I had to do a quick reminder of making sure they were paying attention to their seating and paying attention to their group number. And then, of course, I would do a quick reminder of how to use the materials and how to return them when stations were completed. But after a few weeks, those reminders were very quick, and the students knew exactly what they were doing each day. Even though the activities were different at the stations based on our skills, the process and the routine was the same, which made it flow really well. So this is just an idea of what I used for math. And like I said, I plan to do the same thing for reading, which would be READ. And I have found some ideas for that. Once I wrap my brain around it more, I will share with you guys. And I do have the template for this math presentation. And if needed, I can also bring with me the template for lesson plans. So I know I don't have a lot of content to share with you guys, but hopefully I can share some ideas for stations and the classroom management so that I can bring something to the table. So looking forward to working with you all, and I hope this helps.